Mastering the basics of Python requires a grasp of 12 topics. Yes, just 12 topics, each one of which will take about 30 minutes to an hour. We will start with understanding how Python handles numbers, text, lists, etc. We refer to these as data types. And we'll learn how to store these data types into little boxes called variables. We can now use these data types and variables to provide instructions to the computer. And that exactly is what a program is. And once we know how to provide these instructions, we learn how to control the flow of these instructions. At this point, we will realize that we want to repeatedly perform the same instructions to achieve a functionality. We will learn how to stitch these instructions into blocks called functions. Now that we're warmed up and have some of the basics in place, we will learn how to make our code adhere to industry standards. We will learn about PEP8. You will really enjoy this topic. We will use our knowledge of data types, which we learned in lesson 1, to build more powerful data structures. A successful career in Python needs not only knowledge of Python, but also the knowledge of tools. We will now install Visual Studio Code, which is an industry-accepted IDE built by Microsoft, and you can use it not only for Python, but also other programming languages. The installation of Visual Studio Code will make it easier for us to create Python files called modules. These files can be stored, reused whenever we want. You must have heard a program is essentially a box which accepts an input and provides an output. We will experience this in the section on input and output. A good programmer ensures she takes care of all the errors and exceptions, and we learn exactly how to do that in this section. We then learn to create templates for our programs called classes, and we also learn how to instantiate objects from these classes. At this stage, you have the necessary knowledge required to use the Python standard library. The standard library has been built over many years by the open source community. It provides ready-to-use features and functions so you can start being productive immediately. But we won't stop there. In addition to the standard library, the open source community has also built a lot of other packages which are feature rich, and you will experience the full power of Python here. And with just a few hours of dedication, you've mastered the basics of Python.